Don't say anything. All right, let's see if we come live this time. And we should be all right.
You checking out your channel?
I'm going to check it out now.
I'm checking it out myself. And Rob?
There we are.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, we're good. All right, we're not going to mention anything about said whatever. The heck with it. Okay. As long as it doesn't blow up my channel, that's fine. And I just read the thing. It didn't. We must have done something. I don't know what.
I hope they tell us.
Yeah, that'd be nice. But you know, I did what I had to do. Hi guys, welcome back.
Hey, Cab.
Started. Wow, what a show. This is probably one of our best shows.
And there's Herman.
This is probably our best show ever. Everybody sat for 45 minutes. We sat there, we scratched our heads. This is the one show that we didn't do anything against each other. It was everybody else doing something to us.
Wow. Are we gonna be going on for a while, Rob, or you got something else happening?
What time is it?
Because I was thinking, if you got time, you want to bring Herman on?
Yeah, why don't we bring Herman on for a little bit?
Herman, come on, man.
Come on.
You can eat later, tomorrow.
What he says? Is he complaining? You're breaking ground here, guys.
Yeah,
we always break ground.
Yes, sir.
We break ground. So we had a little bit of a problem. We don't know what it is, but we're not in trouble with anybody or anything. I think it was a slight mistake of something or another. But I think I'll figure it out. Boy, like I said, if you get a chance, go pick up that game. There you go. I really like it, and look for it. We're going to be playing it on Sunday. You're going to want to see us play this Sergeant, the miniature game. I'm going to be playing the Jarl himself. It is a death match. It is part 2 of our 3-part series.
What time?
We haven't determined. Probably be about 12, anywhere between 12 and 2 on Sunday afternoon. So, does he want to come on?
I don't know. Did you send him the link?
I'm gonna go send him the link now.
Hey, Gilbert.
Gilbert, how are you?
You know, Gilbert is a for lack of a better word, anthropology teacher at a university. I don't know exactly right now. Gilbert, sorry. And he sent me one of those stone that you chip to make it to a spear or an axe.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah, what?
Okay, anthropology. So he comes on this show, what, to see us 2 old dinosaurs?
Well, yeah, that's the whole thing.
Maybe he's never seen that, this type of dinosaur in action and wants to study it for his class.
He looks at you and he sees Tyrannosaurus Rex. Thanks, Flint. It's Flint. He sent me a flint. I have it upstairs, but
how do you not know what a flint is?
I didn't, Rob.
How do you not know what a flint is?
Flint napping. That's what he teaches.
Oh, flint napping.
Yeah, you do the flint and then you take a nap.
He does study Neanderthals. Neanderthals. There you go.
Gilbert, it's been a while. We haven't been in touch.
Welcome to the Dan and Rob show. We'll find out what we can call it at a later date.
Did you send Herman the?
Yeah, I sent him a thing. He won't come on. He
better come on.
He can come on. We're gonna do a half hour. We're gonna do an extra half hour for you guys today. So again, I showed you that. Go over, check the video on BGG or Twitch. Hopefully you saw it. Check it out. It'll be up for a while. Check it out. I really think you guys will like this game. I think this is a really great game.
You're talking about Sergeants, right?
Yeah, Sergeants. And Right Busters, it's right behind it. You're going to see the thing in full swing this weekend. There's so much to it that I want to get out there.
So, Rob, that Sergeant, that's not complex.
Not at all. The nice thing about it, I want to show you this much, Dan. All right, so this is kind of like bonus material here.
And would you call it a beer and pretzel game or no? It's a bit more.
No. There's a lot of strategy involved in it. One of the big things is that they had these cardboard things in here, so I did away with them.
Oh, the siding cardboard?
No. I'll show you because I think I got a set in here. Hold on. All right, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. And then let me grab the ones that I did, and I'll show you guys that if you get it, you can do the same thing if you like I did. So you get these things here, okay?
Yeah.
And as you can see, this is the way they lay on the table.
Yeah, right? But you can bend them a little bit, Rob. Come on, look at your arms.
Huh? No. They lay on the table that way, though, dude. Look, this is what I'm talking about. Look.
Yeah, but it bends.
You got to put your. Okay, there you go. All right. Yeah, but it's still.
Okay, all right.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, so here's what I did. I took my little laminator out, and I cut him. I cut him right in half, and then I laminated him. I said, all right, now you're not going anywhere. You're not going, oh. Listen, the guy can't even go eat. Listen, let me just say.
Come on, you look like Hugh Hefner.
Look, I got a haircut. How about that, huh?
Jeez, at least you got one.
Hi, Herman.
How you doing?
Say this before you go any further. Please watch anything that you say. It could be held against us.
I don't break the corporate standards like you guys do.
Yeah, we have to live up to corporate standards for sure.
Should I flash my business card and see what happens?
Listen, you do it, I'm going to come through. I'm going to go. Anyways, so I was so distracted with this thing, and I was more worried about getting a strike or something that kind of, your mic's kind of making a crackling caboose there.
Herman, you're a big-time designer. You're
a big-time designer. You do these interviews all the time. I mean, how many people are talking to you a day?
Yeah, we had this problem with the mic the last time, Dan, if you remember.
I forget everything we've done past 2 minutes ago.
Let's see if I can fix it.
Let's see if you can fix it. We'll just have him on and just have him just stand. Oh, there you go. Oh, now you're back.
What? How was that?
Yeah, no, you did something. It worked, and then it came back on.
Oh, dear. How about that?
It's crackling. It sounds like we're making popcorn.
You
should
try
pull down
this.
the counter.
No?
Huh.
I don't know, dude.
Nah, that's all right. We'll deal with it. It's not a big
Sorry.
deal. No, don't worry about it. So
I barely shaved.
So here's the thing though. While I was trying to figure out this train wreck of a mess, what you guys were talking about doing a card game for
Herman, go ahead, man, talk.
Well, it was more of an idea that I had. Actually, it was suggested by somebody on Board Game Geek like 2 weeks ago, Uwe Heilman, who was a big fan of Dawn of the Zeds. And he said, hey, why don't you do a deck building game? I love deck building games. It's been sitting with me for like 2 weeks. Going, that's a pretty good idea. Because I kind of like to get back control of Dawn of the Zeds a little bit. It's been around since 2010. Might do something different with it. And I like deck building games myself. I love Aeon's End and Thunderstone and all those games. And, once I sat and thought about it for a while, I said, you know what? It would actually make a very good deck building game if I do it right. So I did not copy Rob in this morning because I was in the middle of talking to you, Dan. So I said, hey, what do you think about this? Am I wearing pants? I am, barely.
But so Herman, I know this is a new idea. Where are you planning on going? The Aeon's End way? Are you planning on making it like a Dominion type thing? There's so much involved here.
Yeah, there's a lot. After I said it and I started thinking about it, oh my goodness,
it's too late now, man. It's too late now, Herman.
Well, it's funny that you guys mentioned Ascension before. I love Ascension. And
I thought Ascension was good, but then it kind of went sideways a little bit.
Yeah, what happened was I only had the first 2 years, I guess, which is about 2 base sets and 4 expansions, I think. And then you're right. Then it got just wild. You know, they got all sorts of crazy stuff. I actually play the app now. The app's a lot easier.
Didn't they pull a Thunderstone, like change the thing completely?
They just added a lot more stuff, a lot more mechanics, and it just became, like Rob said, it became too cumbersome. It didn't become that fast, easy deck builder that it was. It
30-minute game,
too much. Yeah. Right. Thunderstone, I love Thunderstone too. Yeah.
But I actually, now I'm going to sound like Dan. At Gen Con last year, I had the guy, I was doing interviews for BGG. You know how they show you all the new games that are coming out and stuff like that.
Right.
And I always end up with that guy. And he always shows me the latest edition of Ascension.
Right.
And then he went into this pirate thing that they were doing, which was the last one that I think they were coming out. And it was fantastic. The guy's fantastic. The guy's brilliant. You sit there and you talk to the guy that designed all this. He is a tremendous guy.
I give all those guys credit in the world to keep coming up with these storylines and these different mechanics.
But then
it's really weird. The artwork, as I don't know if people have seen Ascension, but it's kind of repulsive artwork when you first see it, and then it kind of grows on you after a while.
You look at it and you go, and then all of a sudden you get used to it. And then he came out with the shards, which you could play solo.
Right.
For the Ascension.
Yep.
So you could play everything as solo. Because I like to play a lot of games solo, like Pathfinder, Eon's End is another thing I like playing by, solo.
Yeah.
That I think is really good. So I got to ask you guys something. And this happened to me today. A guy wrote me, and I did a review for a thing. I'm not going to mention the game. So the guy makes this dungeon crawl, and I get a thing on BGG. Hey, can you go check out my game? I go, all right, okay. So I had some time this morning. I printed it out, bound it like I normally do because I bind everything, and I decided to take a look at it. And it's a dungeon crawl, but it's done with poker cards. Okay.
Regular cards?
Yeah, regular cards. Okay. Yeah, regular cards.
Is it still in the prototype stage?
No, it's done. So when you lay out the cards, you got to lay out 8 cards, 4 cards across, then another 4 cards, and they all mean something in this book on how you go through these different steps and stuff like that. The game's great. It's fun, but it's not thematic because when you lay it out, it looks like you're playing solitaire.
That's right.
Right.
So you can create your character, but I never liked games where you had to use regular.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, even if you change the artwork, even if it's essentially a regular deck, but you just change the artwork and the symbology,
it already helps.
Yeah. It immerses you. Like if you're playing, and we can use this for a war game. This is not just for anything. And I felt bad because here's a guy that's trying to make it, and I'm sitting there and I'm going, I love the game because it's hard. You can't beat it. Your characters die like there's no tomorrow. Okay, but even if it was a war game, and I have a deck of cards in front of me, it doesn't feel like a war game with a deck of cards.
I know what you're saying.
No, I agree with you. Being immersed in all this stuff is very important.
Oh God, yeah. We were talking sergeants. Okay, you take these buildings. You add that in there, boom. Now all of a sudden you got something going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting you mentioned sergeants. I played that game years ago when it first came out, the very first edition, the very first version of it. And
2012.
Yeah, and it was a lot of fun. The problem with the guys I was playing with is they thought it was a little too cartoony and not very realistic.
Because of the artwork on the cards. Yeah,
because the cards are very Sergeant Rock type cards. They're very comic-y type cards.
Okay.
The other thing was I think there was LOS things, right? Wasn't there in the original
line of sight?
Yeah, well, there's no line of sight. You could shoot anywhere. It was very generalized.
No, you have to
change now.
No, I think.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They probably changed it a lot since the first time I played it.
Yeah, line of sight now is you have what they consider everything goes by squares, and if you're in one square, you can see, like 10 squares, say. But as you go to each square, there's modifiers if there's terrain in there that take away. So you take that off, and then you can't spot that person.
Yeah.
You have to spot the person before you can shoot them.
So that's when you do the line of sight. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a totally unique design, though. There's nothing else like it.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
nothing like it.
Yeah. And then, if you added a vehicle to it, but it plays pretty quick once you get it down. And, it's pretty, when you have all the stats that you need right on the board.
Makes it easy.
It makes it a lot easier, which I think is also ingenious in a lot of ways.
And Rob, did you ever check out that game? Because Downriver Rick says, is it any more cartoony than Heroes of Normandy? You know that game from France?
Yeah, that's very cartoony too. Yeah,
I think that's more cartoony.
Yeah,
absolutely. And you know what? Carlo Parazzi, the designer of No Retreat, loves the game. You take it for what it is. If it's cartoony, then it's a Sergeant Rock type of ride. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
Herman, you just play with the right guys. That's
right.
I mean, Herman, your game from Tiny Bata Publishing with the Dream Team, the other guy,
Invaders.
Fred.
Invaders. I mean, you want to get more a B movie than that, but it's a romp, man. You have a great time going for it. It's just what it is.
I just had this discussion with Luke Billingsley at GMT because he's reading.
Look at him throwing names around. Are you gonna do something? You're gonna start throwing names out? Well, me and Luke were hanging out.
But it's funny because we talked about this exact thing. He was reading my rule book to Beware the Shades.
I can't wait for that game, Herman.
And he wrote me and he goes, I had to stop on page 10 because I was laughing so hard. And he said, "You're a funny writer." And I go, because I enjoy that theme, and it has to be somewhat
there's
fun, right? You're going to do a horror game. You got to, it's got to be lighthearted and fun. To me, anyway. I mean,
look at Nathaniel summing it all up like he normally does.
That's true. Grizzled,
is very cartoony, and yet it is a deadly serious game.
That is very true.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
I mean, do you think people? I tend to think that the biggest problem with a lot of this is that you get this, nose up in the air kind of thing, and just not accepting games for just being games. They're just games.
Yeah, they're just games. And then when you have a designer like Herman, who we've heard of his name before, design a game and makes it a little sarcastic, for lack of a better word. I mean, the mechanics are all there, man. This guy knows what he's doing. It's just a different theme, a different mindset. It's fun, but it's still, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
Well, if I can tell you a dirty little secret, one of the reasons I don't post on Console World very often anymore is because I remember a post over there that the guy was complaining that games shouldn't be fun.
Oh.
And I'm like, man, if you're playing games and not having fun, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all for historical realism and all that kind of stuff, but boy, you better be having a good time while you're doing it.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, a game could be tense, but it can also be enjoyable.
Yes.
It's like, oh God, what am I going to do? I'm going to get wiped here.
Yeah.
But, oh my God, this is fun because I have to make some decisions. And let me just say something. Herman, when are you going to say to Dan, hey, can you rub a little bit over to the right with all the way this guy's massaging you all day long. Well, Herman, you did this. Herman, you did that. The only thing that's missing is a bottle of oil and you in a towel.
Herman?
That's funny because Dan used to say the same about you.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He did that little skit. He doesn't realize. He thinks it's going to be all fun when I meet him for the first time, when we meet in person.
Oh, yeah. I got to be there for that.
Let me tell you something. It's going to be like the Road Runner and Rob Oren. Super genius. I'm going to be there with my Acme box, waiting for him to come through a room.
Herman. I'm laughing now.
Oh, Rob's great though because he turned. Oh my God, he turned me on to Blackstone Fortress, which I've now spent. My God, it's almost $500 on all the expansions and everything. That game is so much fun, and the first mission, all four of my guys fell into a chasm and all got grievous wounds on the very first turn that I played that game.
What's Blackstone Fortress?
It's Warhammer 40K, and it's a dungeon crawl, but it's in the 40K universe.
It's Warhammer Quest in the 40K universe.
Right.
And
how am I going to afford that? Give me a game I can afford.
Jax. we'll send you. We'll even send you the rubber ball.
It's okay. I got mine.
I got to tell you, Rob, those miniatures are so easy to put together.
Oh God! Well, they're push fit.
I don't know who their engineers are over there at Games Workshop. But Dan, you get all intimidated because all these miniatures are on these trees, and you clip them off. And I swear to God, I don't know how they do it, but it's click, 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 and you got yourself a gorgeous 3D miniature. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, but I can't paint it like Rob. I don't have that anymore.
Yeah,
you don't need to. They haven't broken up in red and gray or something like that. So your heroes are red and. It adds to it, but anybody can paint. Anybody can paint.
I watch the show you're going to be doing it, and my miniatures don't look like yours. Garbage.
Well, you got to take some time.
Yeah.
I may have to start painting again. I used to paint back in the 90s, early 2000s, and I stopped. But Rob, I still have hundreds of my epic scale orcs from Warhammer 40K. They stopped making epic scale. Dan, epic scale is the 6mm, the really tiny guys. I got a whole orc. I got cabinets of orc armies.
Well, you got to show us that one, Herman.
I'm going to tell you a story about that game real quick. My son was 5, 6, somewhere in there, and we had set up. He was just getting into all this stuff, and I would take him down to the store, and I had tons and tons of it, and we had a bunch of people over on a Friday night. We set up a table that was 10 feet long. And I think it was even longer than that. On one side, we had complete Space Marines in 6mm. I mean, taking up the whole side of one table. And then we had Tyranid on the other side. Epic was awesome because you can have these battles that were just ridiculous. We set it all up. I think we got an hour into the thing. It took us like 4 hours to set it up. We played for an hour and then we broke it off. But it looked cool.
Oh yeah, there's something about 6mm where you can just do that huge army scale type stuff. It's fantastic.
I wish they would bring that game back. I don't know why they don't bring that back. I don't know. You know what I ended up getting a copy of. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to skip over here and I'm gonna see if you remember this one. Go ahead, Dan, talk. Sorry.
Yeah, hey Dan, how's it going?
That's your cue.
Cody, you're right though. Blackstone is basically 40K D&D. It is a lot of fun, and the component. It's expensive, but the components are worth it.
But when you say expensive, Herman, like what are you talking about? Expensive?
Well, the base game's 140.
Okay.
But you get 30 miniatures in it, and I mean, fantastic components and tiles, and it's really, really well done.
Now, do you remember the old specialty games, right, from GW?
Yes. I don't remember that one.
It's a giant track, and you're trying to get to the finish line without getting eliminated.
like a Car Wars.
I mean, this is the size of the track, and I got big hands. So you got all these cars. You're going to make this huge track on this thing, and it's a Mad Max type of game.
Like Car Wars?
Yes. It actually came out 5 years after Car Wars. It's actually a little bit of a simpler feel to it. There's a video game that came out in 2019, a matter of fact. But Dark Future, wait till you see that one.
Cool.
Wait till you see that one. We're going to be doing that. You're not going to want to see Reichbusters. Don't watch the video.
Okay.
Don't watch the video because you're going to run out and you're going to try to get all of it. I guarantee
Yeah,
you.
you're a very bad influence on us.
You know, the thing is, some of the people, I was reading some of the reviews on it, and you know, it's just people being snarky as always, but they don't like the sound rule. If there's a certain amount of sound and you get discovered, you lose. But I think that's the awesome part, is that you're trying to sneak through here and silently eliminate your opponents. You're going to have to shoot and make some noise at some point. It's just, when do you take that shot? Okay.
Kind of like V Commandos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're asking.
Dan's getting something. There it is.
Yeah. That looks pretty awesome. Is it good?
Rob, I love this game. I love it. It's simple, and you gotta be stealthy, man. Stealthy. Right. And the Germans are coming at you, and then they're leaving. They're right beside you.
I mean, you're just. You're trying to complete a mission. You're not going to go running in there going. No, you're gonna die. Yeah, I mean, it. Watch the video and then make a decision.
And by the way, I was talking to the designer today. We were emailing each other. His name is Thibaut de la Touraine.
What is it?
No, I just want Rob. I wanted to see Rob's face. His name is Thibaut de la Touraine.
Wow.
And it's Triton Noir Games, black Tritone, and he happens to be in Montreal. It's the guy who designed V Commandos and Assassin's Creed, by the way. And I wanted to get the secret weapons expansion. That's why I was talking to him today. And they're out of stock, and I could get it from France, but it's $75.
Oh, look at this. Kabuki saying, I need V Commandos. See, now I do. Now I'm going to have to get it. I'm going to have to hunt it down. See?
I'm actually surprised you don't have it.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised too. Is it an older game?
Yeah, it's been around a while.
Okay, I'm going to have to check it out.
2014, Rob.
Oh yeah, see, I must have missed it because I was buying everything else up. I was spending $400 on Sergeants.
This is a lot of fun, Rob. This is up your alley, man.
No, I'm definitely going to check it out. I definitely. You know, I was actually going to talk to you, Mr. Herman.
Okay.
And there was a reason for it, because I was actually thinking of having you come in while Dan and I, because I want to mix things up. I don't want to be like every other talk show. So, Herman, what are you doing this month?
Well, we're not working like any other talk show. We got.
I mean, we proved that. We already got banned. But but I was thinking of setting up like something like for any cost, right, and having you come in and do a little playthrough.
Well, then I'd have to read the rules. I designed that how many years ago? 3 years ago.
And you're probably saying the truth.
There's another dirty little secret, Rob.
Listen, we were bringing you in because we didn't know the rules.
There's another dirty little secret. I don't know if Carl's told you this, Dan, but most designers don't play their games after they're published. So.
Well, yeah, I know.
Unless you're Richard Borg, because he's always there at every convention playing Memoir 44. And they, some of the people that he has have built boards that take up entire tables.
Yeah,
and it's fun to do. It's really enjoyable.
He developed that system, a Command and Colors system.
Yeah.
Well, he's just laughing all the way to the bank.
Oh my God! Yeah. Well, I mean, Memoir 44, right? Didn't it start with Memoir 44, or did it start?
Yeah, I think it's Memoir 44.
Yeah.
And then all the GMT Napoleonics, Ancients, that one there too.
He does. No, he also did I played it at the
space game, right? A Space Alert
or Red Alert.
Yeah.
That is something you would like.
I haven't tried that.
Oh, the game is massive. I have it up there. I'm looking right at it.
Map?
Yeah, it's a material map. It goes down perfect. The ships are beautiful if you paint them up, and it uses a formula that really works. Really works. It uses that formula that really works.
Yeah.
I was at a con, and what's the one that he did? Tricolors or something like that, which is the same system, only Revolutionary War.
Yeah, it was Revolution. Yeah, he's milked that system, but I mean, he does change it. He does change it enough that it's unique each time. So
you gotta say genius a little bit there, huh?
Absolutely. Hey, I wish we designed a system that went for that many years.
Man, well,
but you never get tired of it because you can change the different, errors and stuff like that, or theme. He even did the World War I, the Great War.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, did it again, and you end up playing it. And you go, this game seems new every time you play it. I don't know why. Yeah, the Great War.
Yep. By the way, James had a comment. James, you're right. Blackstone Fortress only has 4 expansions, and then it's done.
But there's enough.
Has a tendency to do that, right? They stop their box games or whatever.
But there's enough out for it. I mean,
God. There's so much to do in that base game. Even
yeah. Battle Cry. Battle Cry.
Battle Cry. That's right.
That was the first one. No,
right. Battle Cry was the first one. You're right.
It wasn't 1999. Battle Cry originally, I believe. I'm gonna call on Kabuki's great powers.
Well, the original Battle Cry was Milton Bradley, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, if he was working for Milton Bradley, then he got he got paid wage. He got his weekly paycheck.
Right. Battle Lore is the
fantasy version of it. Right? Fantasy version of it.
Yeah.
Oh, he did it all.
When he was Battle Cry, he was probably living in his car.
Great War is fun. I actually played Great War on the PC as well.
Did you like it?
There was something buggy about it. I remember trying to play it, and something kept going wrong. Maybe they fixed it since. I got to try it again.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna.
But I did like it.
Memoir is the one I like the most because of the theme.
Wow.
See, Battle Cry in 2000, 1999. Okay. Any Room Breach or Raid games?
Well, V Commandos.
Yeah.
Yeah, V Commandos is a raid game. Yeah.
Yeah, and Breach game too.
Yeah. Borg presented Battle Cry to Avalon Hill right before they folded. That's how Hasbro got it.
Oh, well. Timing is everything.
Oh, my God. That would have changed history.
You know what that is? That's putting a quarter in a slot machine. And going, hitting the thing, going cherry, cherry, prune, Danish. I mean, that's basically how it worworked for him. Oh Avalon Hill.
Guys. I love Avalon Hill, man.
I do too. And, you never get tired of it. Beat Commandos? What? No, it's V Commandos. The letter B.
Commandos.
Yeah. We tie up a bunch of commandos, beat them, and
you know what? Rob, you said something. You said you never tire of those games, and I was thinking about that today. And Herman, I'd like to hear your opinion on this.
Good.
Now, the old Avalon Hill games, the old SPI games, but the new games have all those mechanics worked out, run through the dryer, made simple, and so what are you going to choose? Are you going to choose to play something like, I don't know, I like Squad Leader. Give me a difficult Avalon Hill. Third Reich. You're going to play Third Reich, or you're going to play something like, what can I compare Third Reich to in today's games?
Oh my God, there's a million.
Yeah, but I don't want to compare it to this kind of thing. You know what I mean? You can't compare. Yeah. Fun game, but like.
Well, GMT's got a bunch of them.
But why would you want to go back and play such?
Yeah, like 1914.
Mm-hmm.
I was never able to play that game. I love the concept of it, but I could never get it to play. It was just too much.
But we were talking about being immersed in content. Now, 1914. What are the colors? Baby blue on the chits and pale blue. No, is that the colors?
1940. I thought it was really dark.
Yeah, no, but I mean,
really dark.
It's. I don't know, man. Obviously, it's an old game. They didn't have the. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, Herman. Help me here.
Well, I know what you mean. It's like going back to 1970s rock and then comparing it to modern rock or something like that.
I mean, yeah, 1970s rock. Okay, it's very simple. It's like okay, but then you're listening to some. I mean, even AC/DC evolved. You know, it's like, and then you hear things like ZZ Top, man, and it's more complex in a bluesy feel, but country way because it's Texas.
Well, yeah. ZZ Top was back from the 70s, one of my favorite bands, as you know, which is probably why you mentioned that.
That's right.
Wow, look at him. The only thing that's missing is the butter for the toast. Now, let's talk real business. Instead of him buttering your bread, let's talk about how we can make you money. You have a girlfriend, okay? She likes expensive things, okay? You want to keep that girlfriend, so we got to find a way to make some money. So
actually, my current girlfriend is my girlfriend from high school.
Oh,
look at you, player. Look at you, player.
One of those stories.
You're in for the long haul.
No, but you see, Rob, I knew that. Her name is Nancy. We had supper together. They came over.
At a Hungarian restaurant, which nobody got right, by the way, the contest.
All right. Well, anyways, we need to keep her. While he's name dropping, I'm here to help you.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to drop a couple names here. I want you to tell me what you think because I know you can design it.
Are we gonna get banned again?
Yes, but we're going to do it in style. Zeds in space.
Rob, I like that.
That's funny. Fred had an idea for zombies in space years ago, and he just presented it, or he just gave the idea to Hollandspiel as a possible follow-up to Escape from Hades. So you may see something like that. Okay,
so now we got the money train starting to go.
Nice, Rob.
Here we go.
Rob.
World War Z.
It's been done. It's a movie.
There's already a World War Z.
In a while.
Well, listen, I'm talking about taking his thing and just rehashing it. If Richard Bohr could do it, why can't he?
It's funny you should say that because it's funny when I was working on Dawn of the Zeds, I said, nobody's ever done a strategic level zombie game. It's always a skirmish game. It's never been like a worldwide pandemic type game.
Yeah.
But since then, people have done it. So
Zeds in the Arctic.
I like that. Nazi Zeds in the Arctic.
There's a movie about that. What was it called?
It's called
a board game.
That's right. It's got all these Nazis coming up from the Arctic.
Listen, you use the same board, you just put snow on it. Okay, you put all your heroes in parka. You have the dog, which he can hang out in the Arctic. You have him pulling a sled instead. He moves 2 down. Okay, all I'm saying is just take the same game. Let's rehash it. Now, a space base. Now you got Zeds in space.
I love it.
All right, let's do things Richard Borg's way. Okay, let's make you some money.
All right.
You need that new car.
Dead Snow. Thanks, Zblick.
Dead Snow. That's right.
I loved it.
That was a great movie.
And you know what? The zombies didn't move all slow and stupid. They booted, man.
Axis and Allies.
Zombies is actually a really good game.
I saw that. I just never ended up getting it. Basically because it'd be boring to play by myself. Okay, you ready to go?
I know Sam really liked it.
Yes. Sam likes a lot of stuff like that.
Oh,
man. Sam's working for Mystic, is it? Or Mythic? Mythic.
Yeah, I think he's with Mythic now. I don't know. I haven't talked to him.
One of his games, Enchanters. It's a card game.
Well, I had to get the Reich Busters from Mythic.
Zombies, werewolves, and vampire world war. Oh my!
Herman, do you remember that movie?
I think Mark Walker's already done that, hasn't he?
Yes.
Oh yeah, World War. I got it too.
Yeah,
it's actually a role playing game. It's actually pretty good.
Dark War.
No. Dark War. Yes. War. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually very, very good. It's actually very good to
Herman,
be.
do you remember a Nazi movie in the 70s? Who was one of the Hammer horror guys? He was in Star Wars. The older guy. There was Vincent Price.
Oh no. Peter Cushing.
Peter Cushing.
Don't test
And he
my
did a
movie knowledge.
And he was in an island all by himself, and some people ran their boat on that island. There was a beautiful girl, and there was the Nazis that came out of the water. You never saw that?
I don't think so. I might have. I've seen some bad movies, but maybe not that one.
Shockwaves. You never saw Shockwaves? Oh man,
I don't think so.
So Christopher Lee also was in the Star. Christopher Lee was also in a Hammer movie, and also was in Star Wars. If you really think about it, first of all, if you are not a fan of the Dracula movies, when Christopher Lee was Dracula, I mean, he was fast. He used to run.
I love it.
I used to love it because it was more scarier knowing that instead of going, I will get you if you'll just stay there.
Like the last discussion we had, that's why I like 28 Days Later as a zombie.
Oh man, that freaked me out.
Yeah. Well, that's what makes it scarier is if they're fast.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'd rather have them slow and drive, in the back of a pickup truck with a, barbed wire bat and just bash their heads in. But no, I can't say that. I don't think.
Herman, you're German, right?
Yes, first generation.
You gotta watch Shockwaves. It could be family.
All right, I will. You asking me if I'm German with a name like Hermann Horst Luttmann with double N's all over?
I didn't know Horst. You shouldn't have told me that.
Yeah. Actually, I actually bought. I finally got a copy of World at War 85. And I found out that somebody made me a colonel in the West German Army.
Look at you.
I had no idea until I opened the game up, and I'm looking at it, and he goes, "There's a Colonel Luttmann in this thing." I have no idea why.
Hold on, I got a beef with Rob here. Rob,
go ahead.
I sent you a game. Did you ever find it?
I never got it.
No, it's impossible.
Oh boy.
Why is it impossible?
Because it was not sent by me, it was sent by somebody else. So you're not looking for my name, you're looking for somebody else from somewhere in the States.
Okay.
And it's a Herman game.
I did not get a Herman game. I would know if I got a Herman game.
Rob.
Oh, I think I know what he's talking about.
No, you say nothing.
If I got a Herman game, I would know if I got a Herman game.
Oh my God.
Unless it got delivered to the wrong house, which I doubt, but I'll ask.
What a shame. What a shame.
Huh. Well, we'll talk about this offline.
How long ago was that, Dan?
Oh, man, it must have been a good month and a half. How much have I been bothering you with this, Rob? For a while,
a couple weeks. No, a couple weeks.
No, either a month and a half for sure.
Could because of everything going on, it could be slowed up and lost.
But what a shame especially that game.
Really?
He's been asking about it for a while. If it's the game I think you're.
Yeah, Herman, stop saying stuff. You're blowing it.
Okay.
Oh, look at this. Here's one. Here's an interesting. Weren't they Sherlock and Watson too? At least because we mentioned Peter Cushing.
Yes.
Man, I'll never forget when Peter Cushing is running on that huge table and dives on the curtains. The curtains come down, and then he's just like, that was the coolest ending. It was almost as cool as the one where he fell into the ice. There was always a different ending on how you got rid of Dracula.
I love Hammer horror. I love Hammer.
Hammer horror was great.
Oh man,
I have it all. I have
I have a lot of it.
I mean, do you watch a lot of movies, Herman?
Yeah, we do. I actually really like bad movies.
You like bad movies?
I do, man. We laughed during the whole thing.
If you had to say one bad movie that just name one of your top bad movies.
Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Jesus, the Wood movie.
Super bad.
Boy, Plan 9 was actually really well. It was the last time that Lugosi was in a movie.
Yeah,
Yep, he died during the making of it.
He died during the making, and then the rest of the thing, they just had the guy like this.
That's right. They had some guy. I think it was his dentist.
I just need you to do this. No, you fool! No, it's jammed. Shoot him.
This is great.
Torg was awesome.
Oh, there's so many bad. Samurai Cop.
Samurai Cop.
Troll 2.
Who?
Troll 2.
Oh, that's horrible.
Troll 2 was bad. I'm
There's
trying to
so
think.
many bad ones. That's
Oh,
great.
well, how about this one? Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. Now, that was a bad one.
That was bad.
With the little trolls underneath.
You know,
With Uncle Charlie from My Three Sons.
Spiro says Glenn or Glenda. I like Glenn or Glenda.
Glenn or Glenn?
Glenda, yes.
Yeah, it's when Bela Lugosi goes trans.
Was it Lugosi that went trans? I thought it was
No, it was
Ed Wood.
No, Glenn or Glenda is Bela Lugosi.
Yeah, I think you got to watch it with that one. We don't want to get hit
Oh.
with that thing. Because, it's a movie. That's all.
We're going to get banned twice in one day.
We'll get banned twice in one day. Let's not do it. All right, let's just not do it. Beastmaster was not a bad movie. Beastmaster was cool.
That was pretty cheesy, man.
Let me tell you something about that dude, okay? I got to meet him. I'm going to drop some names now. I got to meet him at MegaCon, and I wanted his autograph, and I still have it because of V. Remember that? Remember V?
The movie, the series?
The TV series?
The movie, the movie series
Yeah,
before the TV series. He was in both. But Mark Singer was cool.
That guy was a beast.
He was a big. Let me tell you, he's about 6'4", 6'5". He's a
Oh
big
my
boy.
God, what a big guy!
He's a big dude. Nicest guy in the world. I didn't talk to him. I let my daughter talk to him. I go, listen, just go get the autograph for me. I don't want to bother this guy. You go bother him. You're a kid. Go bother him. Mark Singer. Yeah, look, see everybody dropping names now.
Mm-hmm.
People hate on the Beastmaster, but see, you have to love the Beastmaster. He was the Beastmaster. I mean, how could you wrong? He was the reporter. Yeah, but then he became part of the resistance, dude. And he was just bad to the bone. Let's see. I met Mark Singer's sister filming Footloose.
Wow.
You're reaching now. Yeah, but
I'm trying to think. He was filming. Zeblik filmed Footloose? He's the one to blame for that horrible movie?
hold on, Zeblik, expand on this now.
Now listen. There's a couple of movies that I don't think you should like. Okay? And yet people love them. First of all, Footloose. I hate that movie.
Okay, it wasn't the disco time.
The disco, it wasn't about disco. It was about rock and roll, and it was horrible. And I'm gonna say another thing, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, Top Gun.
I didn't like it either.
Top Gun. Okay, I did not like Tom Cruise for the longest time. I forgave him because he did Last Samurai.
Good movie,
which is a great movie.
Yeah,
but Top Gun, because I'll tell you why. Why do we have to take our shirts off to play volleyball? Why can't we just play volleyball?
Because they're built like that.
Woo! And we got to wear these badges. Let me tell you something.
I was
Top Gun.
upset with Tom Cruise because they cast him in the Jack Reacher novels, in the Jack Reacher movies. In the Jack Reacher novels, Jack Reacher's 6'4", right? I swear to God,
Isn't he like 4'9" or something like that?
Yeah. He's this big, ugly dude. I mean, the novels are fantastic, but
right.
If you could think of a guy that's more opposite than Jack Reacher, it would be Tom Cruise.
Yep. Let's see. Where I remember Navy recruitment tables outside of the movie theater when Top Gun was playing. They capitalized on that. Boy, they sure did. They sure did. And also during Stripes.
Stripes.
They said, "Hey, the Army's fun. Come join us." I always say that Top Gun is overrated and got hate for it. No, you were dead on. Top Gun is not a good movie.
Not a good movie.
Is
We got
there a new one coming out?
Yeah, they got a new one coming out. You know, he goes through some trials and tribulations.
Give me a break.
I know.
Kabuki knows the Jack Reacher.
Yeah, yeah. Then those novels were great. And you know the other one that disappointed me? Oh God, if I can remember the name of the book now, because it's going to drive me nuts. It was a movie that came out. Tommy Shaw did the soundtrack for it. It was this guy. He went undercover. They had to change his face, and he had to learn this martial arts and become like, oh God. It was a book, and then it became a comic book. Kabook, help.
It sounds like a
Remo Williams. Thank you, Zeblik.
Remo Williams. Those are.
Have you ever read the Remo Williams books?
No.
Read the books. They were great. They came out with a movie, and it was not good. It was okay. I liked it. He was the Destroyer. He was an undercover cop, so I guess they planned an accident for him. He got in an accident, and they had to reconstruct his face so he couldn't go back to his family or anything. And he became part of this undercover government thing. And he was trained by this little Chinese guy who Fred Ward played the guy, and he knew this special kung fu and all this stuff, and it was just fun how they became very close together and all this stuff. And then he goes on this special mission, and the books were just so much better. That's all I'm going to say. But the movie was bad. Herman, you will like it. Remo Williams. And then they fight. Remember when they were reconstructing the Statue of Liberty, and they had all the grids around it?
Yep.
So they filmed the movie, a whole scene of them fighting on the Statue of Liberty.
I don't know anything about this.
Which was that?
I do remember that.
Yeah, see, it took me to bring it out. A Korean. Oh yeah, Chun was Korean. I'm sorry. That's right, Chun. Oh, that's right, man. I just could. It's just not hitting me. Harry Dean Stanton. Yeah, he was in it. Yeah. It was a good. I liked the movie, but it was bad. It didn't do well. But if you get a chance, look it up. I guarantee you will like it. All right, hey, we did 2 hours of War and Pieces, but only an hour got filmed.
I'm crying. Huh? I'm crying.
I'm crying. Herman, I want to thank you for coming in and stepping in and helping us out here.
It's a blast.
It's a blast having you, man.
I love just freewheeling it.
We took nothing and made it into something, but that's what we do.
It takes true artists to do this.
You try to kick us, you try to put us down. You can't keep us down. We're the future. Okay? Wargaming, I know all the old guys don't want to hear it. But we're here. We're gonna open this up to more people and make this fun for everybody.
Next is My Little Pony kicks butt.
When is Dan going to interview you for No Enemies Here in Conversation?
I already did.
Did you?
But yeah, I interviewed Rob.
Yeah, I think you did.
When was that?
That wasn't for In Conversation.
I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah,
that wasn't an In Conversation. I don't think that was an In Conversation. You just had me on the show.
No, Rob, that show would be In Conversation.
Oh, all right. I guess we were in.
Because things have changed.
I must have missed that one.
All right. Well, we're going to do another one. Only this time, we're going to dig a little deeper into my childhood as I lay on the couch. And we talk about my younger years. All right. Hey, listen. Thanks for so much. I can't thank our esteemed guest, the great Herman Luttmann.
Last minute guest. Thank you, everybody.
Dan, what can I say? It's been one of those things. But we had a good time. Next week, we have David Thompson on. And hopefully we can stay on long enough where he can be on.
David is a genius.
He's the Wayne Gretzky of war games.
Let's not blow up his head. He needs to fit in the screen. Okay? Now, if he's got to understand, this isn't going to be a normal interview.
Oh, he's going
to be something a little different. And you're going to learn some things about David that we don't even know because we don't even know what we're going to ask him yet.
Somebody should warn him, definitely.
Somebody should definitely warn him. But join us next week. We'll be back again with War and Pieces. You can't keep this show down. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. For Dan from No Enemies is here. And of
Herman.
course, the great Herman Luttmann.
Thanks,
We
guys.
will see you all very soon.
Bye bye.